you come up here, 2 games on the road, you're going to head back down there up 2-0 the series. How does that feel?
I mean, obviously it feels good, but it's so funny. These types of series and games, there's so much respect for both sides of, that's why they were number one in the league. Like, I mean this in all honesty. It's like the Dallas-Vegas series. It's you blink and change. You blink in the Toronto-Boston, like, playoffs in May. It is not over until the league says you've won 4 games and the final whistle blows. So, like, for us, we're not even looking as a cushion or up running. It's just we have a game Wednesday and we're playing a really tough opponent at home.
Coach, you look at this Adirondack team, obviously coming into these 2 games, they played a lot of games, the tired team. Now they're going to go into Norfolk rested. What's your message to the team knowing that this is going to be a rested Adirondack team you're going to see on Wednesday night?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right? Like, they're going to get, it's Saturday, they'll get in, I think, Monday or Tuesday, they'll get a couple days of rest. But then they're going to have that balance. I heard Pete talk about how their power play didn't have any chance to practice for last week. So, they're going to have to practice. And then when they practice on our ice, then the road legs might catch up to them again. Maybe not. I don't know. I think that it's a gauntlet right now, and I think we've had rest by taking care of the series a game before and getting that series started before theirs. I still think they're going to have a little, not a tough time, but I don't think they're going to get as much rest as you think. And then we're right back on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So you're stacking weeks up against their team that they've had. So they might get a little rest Wednesday, but it's going to be right back in the hopper.
41 saves tonight for Perets. Another solid game. You got to be happy with that.
Yeah, the save that he made when he was looking behind the goal line, and then I think he got a shoulder on it or something. He just threw a blocker or something out to make that save. You kind of felt like it could be his night, and then they just dominated us most of the second period. Really took it to us in the first period, and then all of a sudden in the third, it was like once they scored that goal, it was going to go one way or the other. Floodgates were going to open, or we were going to wrestle the puck back into the O-zone, and I felt like we wrestled away from them, and then it just zapped all the energy.
How impressed were you by your team's performance tonight in the third period? Another good third period, same as last night.
Well, I think we chased out too many goal lines in the TR series that made us pay with Novak. We chased out goal lines a couple times at the end of the year. We chased a couple of goal lines with 2, 3, 4 guys and just leaving the slot open. The Ashbrook goal is different. We didn't chase it out. He just found a soft spot and did what he does. We made it such an emphasis. We overemphasized as the coaches, and we played it the game too safe tonight. So I felt like if we could give them back a game plan in the third period to play their game, I didn't know how much, but I knew we were going to improve, and that's exactly what happened.
How much do you have to worry about a guy like Tristan Ashbrook on a team like Adirondack right now?
I don't think you have to worry about him a ton in the sense of carrying up and down and line rushes and scoring every goal. I think it's just in the offensive zone. He is a juggernaut in the O-zone. He is slippery, he is crafty, and he's just one of those guys, and the puck's on his stick inside the slot. It's twine almost every time. So I think you have to worry about, Pete talks a lot about a half-court game playing against us. I think we got to play a quarter-court game with him and pick him up at all times. Do I really worry about him on the rush? Could he? Yeah, absolutely. He's a good player. But the Haranos, man, those guys, Harper, when he's really healthy and dialed in and not playing so much, those guys on line rushes can torch you. Ashbrook is an in-tight, little crafty goal line player. We have to be aware of him there.
Special teams for you guys, obviously, you guys led the league in penalty minutes this year, but the penalty kill really hasn't hurt you guys this series yet.
Yeah, I mean, Smith did what he does. He had great tip goals, and their power play is lethal. It has the ability to be lethal. I think that we made a couple chess moves and adjustments that recountered them. I think they're going to recounter us. At the end of the day, you guys already know it's the most cliche thing. The goalie's the most important. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, it's the most important on certain penalty kicks. I think the D-man with courage blocking the shot's the most important. I think a forward's making a good stick is most important. I think a centerman winning a face-off to have an easy exit. I think it's just whatever that play calls for, that power play, and I feel like our guys are rising to the occasion.
You look at a guy like Matthew Waugh, a guy who's been here before. You have a young team. How big does Matthew Waugh play an impact on this team right now, especially in a Deep Kelly Cup playoff run?
Oh, massive. I thought I knew how valuable he was to our team, and I rated him extremely high in the value category. Whatever is way, way higher than that. That's what he's been. Just the stability he provided coming from Glasgow to start this rebuild. We told him it was going to be a 2-year process. We were going to have to just take it on the chin last year. We're going to have to sell assets. We're going to get a good affiliation. And we promise you, you're going to get the best first-class treatment from Patrick Kavanagh, our owner. You're going to get the best affiliation from Manitoba and Winnipeg, which we feel we have. And you're going to get coaches that care and grind, and we're not going to let you drift off into the sunset, because that's not what he wants. He wants to be playing big minutes. He wants to be the guy that's doing the things and showing the young guys. He did it the first half of the year. We had a little bit of instability. He had to kind of wear it on the chin and take a different role, and then he's counted right back into our top 6, and he's been nothing but money for us.
Can you talk about a guy like Thomas Millick, get to ZLC with Winnipeg today? That's got to be huge for a guy who started the year down here with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we say down here, but Connor Hellebuck's eaten up about 5 spots up in that system, and Thomas Milic, you go look at his elite prospects when he's a teenager, and he's got just 8, 9, 10 major awards in Hockey Canada and World Juniors and Seattle. So for him, this was not even a long time coming. This is what he did. Joe Rumpel had won 2 championships in this league. A Hobie Baker candidate, our assistant coach, he has done a tremendous job. Not really changing anything in Milic's game, but really supplying him being that first year pro hockey. I think Joel needs a ton of credit. Thomas did the rest, and then he goes up to Manitoba when they really needed him. He played desperate hockey for them, and then both pairings of showing in the Coast and the American League earned him the contract that he probably should have got going into to start the year.
Is he one of those guys that when you saw him go up to Manitoba, you're kind of like, yeah, he's not coming back here?
Yeah, I mean, you never knew with their system. I think he can play in the National Hockey League right now. Obviously, Yanni already got a crack at it. I think Thomas Milic can be a starter in the National Hockey League next year. Those spots are so beyond limited. He's always going to hear about his size. It's the same thing with Sam, the same thing with Perets. I think we have 3 National Hockey League goalies that's entered our league.
Thanks a lot. 2 wins on the road for you guys, 41 saves tonight. That's got to feel good going back home.
Yeah, for sure. The boys played really hard, battled all game long, so for sure it feels good. There's still lots of hockey left.
For you, crazy year for you guys. You guys get here to the North Division Finals. You spent the game up in Carolina. What's the whole year just been like for you up to this moment?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I think that's kind of the point of hockey. It's kind of the journey. You don't really know what's going to happen sometimes, but it's no matter what. There's good people around you here or in Carolina. There's always good people around. Everyone's excited to play. Everyone's having a good time. So it's just been a lot of fun.
The goaltending here in Norfolk all year, it's been amazing with guys coming up and down from Manitoba. Can you just talk about the goaltending throughout this organization?
Yeah, we got a bunch of good guys, Thomas Milic, amazing goalie. Salmon, great goalie. You had other guys that came up for a little bit, We had good coaches too. Everyone's been great, It's been fun. To speak about just other goalies, they're all big students of the game, They all work really hard. They all want to get better every single day. So it's fun to be around that, and you kind of learn from those guys too. So it's been fun with them, great guys, and we also have great coaches here as well for them.
It's got to be nice for you seeing Milic get his ELC with Winnipeg yesterday.
Yeah. One of the guys told me, I sent him a text actually. Like I said, he's a great goalie. I think it was just a matter of time, really. He's a great guy. I have nothing but amazing things to say about him, honestly. And I'm super happy for him because he definitely deserves that contract. I'm sure we'll see amazing things from him in the future.
Obviously your time at Quinnipiac playing in that national championship, how has that prepared you for this playoff run?
Yeah, they're all just experiences, right? Everything's a new experience, but you bring the lessons you learn from one thing to the next, and that's pretty much it. It was an amazing time I had. There nothing but amazing things for all the players, the staff there. But everything's just experience, so you're just learning, and you just take everything that you can with you and move on.
Thanks a lot.
Not too bad.
2 points for you tonight. You guys go back home up 2. That's got to feel nice.
Yeah, it's obviously a great feeling. Obviously the business it's not done yet. We know they're going to be coming. They're going to have their best foot forward. They're obviously a strong team, and I think being able to get these 2 wins in their barn is huge for us. It's huge for morale. It's huge for on-ice success, and the vibes right now are really good.
You look at a team like Adirondack. They came into this series only a day of rest. After playing 7 games against Maine, but when they head into your barn, they're going to have a couple days rest. What do you guys expect from them? On Wednesday night.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. Obviously those last 2 games, they've been typical playoff hockey. Fast, hard hitting. It's really exciting to be a part of. We know they're going to put their best foot forward, and we just have to be ready for it and give them our best.
The goaltending for you guys the last 2 games, Yaniv Perets, you can't say enough about him.
Yeah, he's been awesome. Obviously, I've been seeing him for 3 weeks. Just his habits in practice. There's no doubt about it that there's no reason why he's been so good. He just does everything so well. He's ready. He's ready every single time he goes in the net, and he's been really good so far.
How big is that for you guys? Knowing you look at Adirondack, a goaltender like Poulter, who came off for 3 shutouts in the main series, and to have a guy like Yanni to go up against him.
Yeah, it's huge. Obviously when Yanni's making those big saves, it gives us momentum going back and being able to get shots. I think we've been doing a really good job. Taking away his eyes and making some really nice plays out there.
Thanks a lot.
Perfect.